The first ever Data Freedom Summit will open the eyes of millions of smartphone users in this country to the realization that look, they don't need more money to buy more data plans in order to have much more data to be able to browse the internet. As a matter of fact, what they need is the knowledge of data leverages. Data leverages that will enable them to have access to much more data with little amount of money that will enable them to have data freedom on the internet. That is it. And you may be hearing this for the very first time. Data leverages and data freedom. Data leverages and data freedom. Yes, data leverages exist on the internet. They exist on our smartphones and they exist in telecommunication companies like Glo and MTN in Nigeria. As a matter of fact, data leverages enable you and I to save big on data. That is it. Save big on data. Take, for example, if you leverage on data leverages, you will cut off your spendings on data by over 50%. Over 50%. That is to say that if you are spending, let's say, 10,000 naira on data every month, you'll be spending less than 5,000 naira every month. And you have access to much more data. That is it. That is it. If you're spending 20,000 naira, for example, you'll be spending less than 10,000 naira to have access to much more data that will enable you to have data freedom online. That is it. So, data leverages enable you to have access to much more data with little amount of money that will enable you to have to enjoy data freedom online. Yes, enjoying data freedom online with little amount of money. That is what data leverages does for anybody that takes advantage of it. So, if you take into cognizance that the data tariff plans have been increased in our country by 100%. That is crazy, crazy. In fact, as a matter of fact, Nigeria stands to be probably the only country on planet Earth whereby data was increased by 100%. By 100%. So, these and other challenges in the industry has made us to launch the first ever Data Freedom Summit that will enable millions of smartphone users across this country to discover how they can take advantage of data leverages that will enable them to save big, very big on data spendings. That is it, very big. It will make them to cut off, like I've said before, over 50% of their spendings on data, and they will still have access to much more data with little amount of money. Remember, I told you these data leverages exist on the internet, they exist on our smartphones, and they exist on telecommunication companies like Glo and MTN in Nigeria. So, if you want to know about these data leverages, how you can take advantage of them, all you need to do is to subscribe to the summit. The summit will be taking place live, 100% live on Telegram. And the access fee is just 2,000 naira. 2,000 naira. But we have a promo. We have a promo for the first 100 persons. The first 100 persons will get access to this seminar for just 999 naira. That is less than 1,000 naira. That is, you're having a discount of over 50% discount if you be among the first 100 persons to subscribe to this summit. In this summit, your eyes will be open to these data leverages and how you can take advantage of them to cut off your spendings on data by over 50%. Make you to have much more, make you to have access to much more data with little amount of money and make it to enjoy data freedom online. So what are you waiting for? If you are interested, if you know your father is not the owner of Glo, your father is not the owner of MTN, then the summit is for you. So all you need to do is to get in touch with us with the number +234 9151663745. The number is going to flash on the screen. Get in touch with us so that you can subscribe to this summit and you gain unrestricted access to the summit and start learning and start leveraging on these data leverages that will enable you to have access to much more data for little amount of money, that will make you to enjoy data freedom for little amount of money. There is no time to waste. So get in touch with us immediately so you can start learning, you can start leveraging, and you can start enjoying much more data for little amount of money. My name is Christopher Ogenekere Omogiate. By the special grace of God, I am one of the co-founders of A Better World. A Better World, you can have access to A Better World on YouTube channel, on YouTube platform. All you need to do, go to your YouTube app, just open your app and type on the search bar, A Better World for Us, mine. And that will land you on our channel. And you're going to see mind-blowing videos that will make you to know what we stand for. We are working towards making this world to be a better place for all of us. Okay? Subscribe to the channel, like the videos as you watch them, so that you'll be among the very first to receive mind-blowing videos that are loading, that are upcoming, so that your life will never remain the same again, because these videos are transforming lives around the world. Thank you for watching. God bless you all. Bye for now. See you in the summit. Cheers.